wake me up, bring me my snake, put my visit hat.
Hi, I'm a bit late. I don't know if you tried to catch me earlier on, but now I'm going live. Sorry for that. Here I am. So welcome to my show, The Creation Story by Eva. And with the creation story, I want to focus in these programs on the fantastic gift we all have, human beings, to be able to be creative. I think it's one of the things that makes us feel the most alive when we create things. And there are so many things to create in life. I've been chosen to, I chose in my life to write songs. I started really early. And also to sing them. But then I always also been very keen on, or I had an urge my whole life to give it away, what I'm learning on my way when I'm writing songs and singing. So I'm educated also as a teacher, and I love to teach. So I have these three passions. I want to show you. I also wrote a book about songwriting. And it's on my to-do list to translate this later. That's one of the problems we have, creative persons, that we have too many things we want to do and we don't have time to do. We're going to discuss that in later programs. And I also want to show you just one of my CDs, actually my latest one, that I recently recorded. And I'm really happy. And we're going to have a video release tonight from one of the songs. And I have a guest tonight also. He's called Peter Sund from Denmark. He's a great guitarist, and I will introduce him later for you. And of course, I'm going to give you some singing tips and songwriting tips, and also a creativity tip. So I want to start this show with a song. That's about, I give the advice sometimes to people, if you don't have to make your living from your creativity, do something else. Because one thing you can say for sure, it's fantastic, but it's very much up and down, and it's not a lot of security. And sometimes you have to stand that you don't have a lot of money, and sometimes you get overloaded with money. It's really, in a way, a little bit up and down life, I think, for almost everyone I know. But if you love it, do it. This is a song about my way. It's from my Hillsong CD, which I released 2008. And that CD is, of course, on Spotify. I've been walking for so long on this rough and winding road, striving against the wind uphill, finally downhill with ease it goes. And when you ask, why don't you choose the highway? Why don't you set yourself free? I tell you, I didn't choose to walk this way. This road shows me. This road shows me. And I've been waiting for so long for a view with a grand sight. When I begged for the sun, this road led me straight into the night. And when you ask, why don't you choose happiness? Why don't you set yourself free? I tell you, this is what my heart wants. This is how I can be me. Please walk beside me for a while. I don't need much, just need a pair of loving eyes and a friend I can trust. And I've been walking for so long, and I know that I am blessed, 'cause I got to see so much of the world, both the worst and the best. And when you ask me, where are you going now? Where will you be? I tell you, I just choose to trust this way, 'cause this road shows me. This road shows me. Hope you liked it. So now it's time for my interview with Peter Sund, and suddenly I am not sure really that I'm out there live. Yeah, I think I am. Yes, wow, I am live. So I want to present for you. I see someone, Eva, I tell you my story, all right, and publish around the world. If I tell you my story and write and publish around the world, I have to come back to you, dear friend, about that question, because I'm going to continue in my show. I will look at the questions later. I'm not a multitasking person, so you know. So I need to focus on one thing at a time. And now I'm really focused on having my guest in the studio. It's Peter Sund from Denmark. He's a fantastic songwriter, guitarist, producer. He's a producer of my album, and he will tell you how we met. So, and we did this. It wasn't. He's not with me live, so we recorded it on beforehand. It's a bit disturbance in the film, so you have to bear with us with that. But here is an interview with Peter. So 3. So wow, hi Peter.
Hi, Eva.
How is everything? Busy times.
Busy times, always
Yeah,
busy times.
always. I know you. He's a busy guy, this guy. So I was going to talk about the hunt that was the way we actually met.
That's
And do you have any? How do you, when you think of that meeting? What can you tell something about it? How was it for you?
Yeah, it was it was on your retreat on Gotland.
Yeah.
A wonderful place, magical place in the spring, and we luckily had excellent weather that spring. And you had invited an American guest writer, Nils Andrews, and I think it was his stay for a sort of inspirational kickoff to the day. And I actually forget what his inspiration was.
The assignment that kind of throwed it off.
He made an assignment for us to sort of kick off, and I think it was something like sorry.
No worries.
It was something like Black Unicorn or something like that. These
Yeah.
sort of opposites. Something unicorn, like the most precious and unique creature, and then the black unicorn, sort of contrasting. So that was our kickoff, pretty much. And
also, do you remember that I had this dream about this beast I met in the dream?
Something like that. Yeah.
It kind of involved. So there are often in my experience, many things that kicks off a song. I had this weird dream about the beast I met.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
and
That
also
was great.
that assignment. And then our heads, we were just spinning.
You were writing, flow writing, and I think that's when your thoughts from your dream came in, and then these lines just sort of interacted and and pretty much became the hunt.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
and
because first we called it, I think, the Black Unicorn, but
we did
then we
actually.
agreed on the hunt. And
Yeah.
if I say the word, what does that mean to you? The hunt. What is it for you? It's a symbol for something. And what is it for you?
Well. In this case, we're trying to sort of build a scenario of this predator. That I think that comes from your dream. This predator attacking you in the night, and that's sort of the setup. And you offer him or her. It doesn't really say. We offer him water, and but that's not really the aim. The aim is maybe to take you over completely as a individual.
Yeah.
But it also has sort of a more a bit of a political side to it, I think, where that's sort of, not to give a spoiler alert or anything, but that sort of reveals it towards the end, where we sort of try to unite the good and the bad, the black and the white, and find something in this gray area where it's probably more realistic to be, and where we balance out everything in our lives that's obviously consists of good and bad. And
Yeah, absolutely. But there's for me the hunt when you're into that as a human being yourself. I mean, I can see many people outside from me that I think they are hunters, and I actually don't like them very well because they are blind to empathy. They are blind to people's need. But I also experience somehow, and that's a good thing with the song, it has many layers. So I also experience I can have that side inside me. And that side, the hunter in me, doesn't make me happy really. So
yeah,
I wish to combine it with the light somehow. And that's also part of the song. But
that's sort of
the
our
black and white, can they get together? And we more ask it in the song than claim that we know the answer.
when will they unite?
When will they unite? Because I think the damage happens. We don't need to be philosophical, But when we can, it's only Don't step in there. It's going to take 1 hour. Okay, that's great. So we're going to play it. It's like a premiere for the video also. We should.
Great,
start it.
and yeah, that sort of was the next stage of the song, really, wasn't it? When you came here to Denmark, and we recorded the song.
Yeah.
And it was a live take, as you will see in the video, with the two of us sitting opposite each other and singing and playing, and then and that's pretty much what we used. Then we added a little bit of sonic flavors. I think some EPO come in, and
Yeah.
but to emphasize the drama.
Absolutely. You will hear very soon out there. But
Yeah.
do you have like because you sing also, I mean, you're a guitarist, a splendid guitarist, you're a great songwriter, and you also sing. So do you have any tips to share when it comes to singing?
I'm glad that you mentioned the guitar and the songwriting first, because my kickoff is a guitarist, but I've been developing through your encouragement, actually, my singing voice, especially in the last couple of years. I mean, I do all sort of exercises, some of also that you have shown me, with just developing my body and staying fit. That's very important. But I think for me, the most important thing has to do with finding my expression, my vocal expression with the song, and sort of when I tap into that, how I want to sort of sort of say it, or what kind of sound I want to produce. I think the technical pieces also falls in line.
Yeah.
But it's
But that's interesting. So it's more the expression that leads you. When you find the expression, that the technical stuff is away.
Yeah.
The
Obviously, as I said, I'm not that skilled singer, so I still need to work a lot with my technique. But I think my tip, because that would be my approach, would be to find sort of your expression, and then add your technique to it, maybe, or I don't know.
Great. I really like that too. I think that's a very good key. Okay, so what's happening in your life? We did the CD together, you and me, and I'm so happy with it. We got great, and then you're active with so many things, and your group Luna and Sund with your fantastic wife. Can you tell me something? What's happening right now in your life?
Well, a lot of things, but we're actually preparing and looking forward to your arrival back to Denmark.
We're going to make a tour, Peter. A short one, but still.
Small tour, 3 gigs starting next week, with some shows with your songs, mostly, and then we do sort of a larger gala type show where we also invited an Icelandic singer, Raka Grøndal, and you to join Luna Sund with our band at this venue in the town of Nyborg. It's a new festival with focus on Nordic Scandinavian collaboration. So that's us.
Yes, that's going to be so cool. And the band, the guys are the same also that played on the CD. I really love them. They are so good. Yeah.
Played on both of our CDs. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that. That's next week, and I'm beginning to rehearse for that now.
Yeah.
And then, how about you? What are your plans?
So it's the first thing, and then I have also I'm going to Gotland the week after to work with Annika Feeling with a retreat, and we're planning a tour with this guy from the States in May. He's coming. Buddy Monlock is coming to Gotland. Great songwriter. He's been working with Art Garfunkel, for example, but he's just a wonderful guy. And we're going to do a little tour after the retreat together, the 3 of us. So we're going to work with booking for that stuff, and then the some business on. I do some workshops with businesses. I do that in the fall, and I also have some time to just develop some the singing school, and
Great.
Okay, great. I think we'll end it there. It was wonderful to talk to you, and we'll see us soon.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to the premiere of the video.
Yeah, and also that's what we're going to see next. Okay, take care. See you soon.
Yeah.
Okay. Standing in the moonlight outside my house, thirsty, I gave him a bowl of water, looked in his eyes. His thirst was not for water, the hunt is his release. He knows no love, no kindness. His aim was not to please. I was
empty inside. In a hazy disappear, graceful trotting. His thirst was not for water, the hand is his release. He knows no love, no kindness. His aim was not to please. Good and evil, side by side, sometimes black, sometimes white. Will these colors ever unite? Good and evil, side by side, sometimes black, sometimes white. Will these colors ever unite? Okay, folks, that was the video The Hunt. It happened also in the time where a president, I don't want to tell his name, but you know who I mean, he got to be a president. And that was a scary time, I think, and it's still a scary times in the world, with a lot of crazy people out there. So I want to continue now and to give you a creativity tip. This is my first show, so I'm trying it out. It might be too long, I feel now. I don't know how you experience it. I see hearts here. I get really happy. Thank you. So please come with your thoughts. Is it all too long, you know? Shall I make it shorter? That's a thing that I start to think of when I'm in it. I don't know how you experience it. But now it's time for some creativity tip. First, I want to tell you about the singing tip. Because I sang a song before that's called one of my songs where I do a vocal break. This road shows me. This road, I take it once more. This road shows me. You heard that little flip over there? Me. You hear the little vocal break. And for some people, that causes enormous trouble because they don't want to hear it. And then you can do, I go from a voice that has metal in it, me, it's quite strong, up to a soft voice. And I glide between, me, and then you hear the little vocal break. It's not because it's a break here, it's because you change the kind of timbre in your voice. Go from one kind of voice to another. I could have sang with a soft voice the whole time. Then it would have sounded like this. Me. Like more classical, I think. That's because you try to avoid the vocal break in classical singing. I could also have sang it much louder, 2 loud notes. Me. But I didn't think that fits, so I thought it was better to do me. And it works really well. You can try it at home. You start the lower note and sing it quite loud, and then you glide up to the top with a softer voice. And it's a really nice little thing to add in certain songs, in certain genres, for example. So that was about a singing tip about the vocal break. And now I have a creativity tip. And it is to meditate. I am very much, I have a teacher. I call him my teacher. He is a teacher for many, many people over the world. He's a Buddhist. He is written a book that I love. It's called Yongur Mingyur Rinpoche. It's hard to tell his name. The thing, he is very clear in his head because he has been meditating for very, very many years. And they actually did some research on his brain. And the center in his brain, where we call it like the center for the ego, where we all have all our fears, our doubts, our wishes, our longing, everything that we connect, this is me, this is my history, everything that has to do with my experience of being me, but also all my worries, all my fears. That center in his head, in Mingur's head, he has kind of rebuilt his brain. It's not there so much anymore. And they have seen that, the researchers. So he's very much in contact with what we in Buddhism call the emptiness. It's like the space that's filled of peace, with a feeling that I connect to everything. I'm just a part of everything. I have all the possibilities in the world. I feel peace. I feel love. I feel connected. That's what you aim for in meditation. It takes a while before you get there. But he is recommending a lot of small steps to start in your day, just to let go of your monkey mind, the ego mind, who just always constantly try to avoid suffering and try to be happy. That's what's going on in the monkey mind, as he calls it, Mingur. I can't tell you a lot about this more because it would take a lot of time, it would be a program, but I can recommend meditation as a way to get in contact with a side in you that's very calm, that's peaceful, full of love, hope, everything we are longing for in our lives, actually. And it's inside you. You don't have to search outside. That's a good thing. We search very much on the outside for the peace or the fixes we think that will make us happy. And they don't last so long. But the meditation is a great tool to be more creative. So that's my recommendation for you folks. I also want to give you a possibility to get in touch with, if you like this show, I think you should sign up on my artist Facebook page, and you should press this button, send message, and then you will be on my list. And then you will also get a gift from me, Eva's best tip to be more creative. And it's also for you who might not know exactly what is it I'm going to do. What is the best thing for me to do in creativity? So it's a little test you can make, a PDF that you can just follow the steps and see where you land. So that's all from me to you, folks. I'm really happy you stayed in the show. It has been quite long. And please give me some thoughts about this show. What you think I can do better next time. That's my feeling. It's a bit too long and have some shorter things. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time. And all of you who are on my Eva Hillered list, I also have on my singing school, so don't confuse them. This is facebook.com/Eva Hillered. If you press send message, you're on my list. You will get to know next time I send live. Next Thursday I will be touring in Denmark, so I won't be here. But the coming week I will be here again. So take care, live from your heart, listen to your heart's dreams. The heart is the bridge between the body and the soul. It tells you what to do. It tells you what you need to create in order to be happy. Wish you all the best, folks. Bye bye.